Okay, this is the game plan. You're applying for jobs. I already provide you with a Notion template to keep a track on that, like a post. Like really, your only job is to apply and put the stuffs in here. And now today I'm gonna bring you the magic secrets on how to make a good CV and a cover letter. Because let's be honest, who's telling us how to make that? Someone? At least not for me, and it's not working. It's not doing well anytime soon. That's the reason that today we're gonna talk how to make a good CP and a cover letter. I'm not just gonna be saying this because I have experience doing this. No. I have the guts to just text this lady who's really nice of her LinkedIn and ask her, hey, do you mind if I just ask you a little bit more in depth about how to make a good CV and a cover letter? And she was so kindly enough to tell me, yes, do it. And well, this just happened. If you're by any chance you have a look at this, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart on how to present myself properly. But if you guys don't know Kate Dauphine, I hope that I pronounced that well. Yeah, I'm sorry about it, Kate. It is what it is. Who's Kate? She's a talent acquisition over massive entertainment. And massive, let me tell you guys that massive, it's massive. Well, it's not just like it's massive, but massive, it's a video game company. So for sure she knows what she's talking about. So this is what I asked her after she just posted this over LinkedIn. I'm just making a lot of words here in between. Let's go straight to the point because I need to edit this video and it's gonna take some time. So here's our small little conversation over LinkedIn, and I'm just gonna jump straight ahead to the questions and her replies about it on the CV because I have no clue what's a good CV, what's a good cover letter, and this is really gold information that Kate just dropped me. And well, I just was so brave enough to drop my CV and my cover letter. Let's go to the CV because for me, for example, me as a starting artist, my CV was okay. Let's fill it up design here, maybe some colors there, and it was all over the place. It was not fit to be like a CV that you're gonna be presenting to some company. It was like a CV that you might be getting in some Fiverr advertisements, something like that. So yeah, my CV was not the best, but it was time for me to get out and start asking and looking for a job. So after looking a lot of time on examples on CVs, how they look like, how I should do it, and all of that, I came across CVs that they're just black and white, pretty boring, that don't catch any attention, a little bit too generic, and it feels almost like it's an extract from LinkedIn or whatever social media you are using to create your CP out there and apply to the job. And I said maybe if I'm making a CV, I should put a little bit of my creativity, something in there. And that's exactly what Kate just told me. Hey, if you want to stand out, first of all, and this was such a great investment for me, it was that I commissioned an artist. Her name is Emi Hernandez. She's an amazing artist. If she's still making some commission work, man, you need to get her. My PFP is made by her, and I worked with her at the beginning of my art journey. She's amazing, 10 out of 10. I cannot stress out how much I recommend her work. 10 out of 10 artist. But yes, so Kate, she just told me your PFP it's really good. It's a nice way to stand out and show your creativity. And also before my previous version of my CV, it was showcasing a lot of my artwork. It was like the most part of my CV. And then she told me, okay, yes, the artwork, it's nice. We know that. But if you're applying, then it should be attached to your portfolio. And therefore, you need to take away your art inside of your CV. What I am interested in look straightforward on your CV is your experience and include your date there. When you start, when you end, it's nice. And I would say as a plus, it's also nice to just mention if it's a full time or it's part time or it was internship. So therefore, the recruit can know what's going on with your work life. Another thing that I asked her, because some of these websites they were saying hyperlinks not allowed, and if you don't know what's a hyperlink, I don't blame you. In resume, you have this text and it's online, it's in different color. You hover over the cursor on this word, and then suddenly it shows you this link to the page. So that's a hyperlink, and I would like to call it like a smart CB. So you don't insert your URL all over the place. You just hover over, and if the recruiter or the person that is looking at your CV is interested in that, then okay, it's gonna look further on your application. So no worries about that. She said, yeah, thumbs up. Also, a big thumbs up if you have some sort of award publication or something that is relevant. It's really good. It's a nice way to stand out. She even mentioned that. Let's go to the next point. The Notion template that I just shared with all of you, it contains all this information. And if you haven't go there, I leave the link to that in the description box. And if you go here, or you're a little bit more curious on this side, I just put here the copy paste and the quick work in progress section. Let's go on to CB. The CB it's pointing out all this important stuff that I'm telling you. So in case that you don't want to come back to this video, which I appreciate if you come back, so it helps me to monetize this anytime soon. But if in case you don't want that and you just want to pay with a subscription, then I'm happy about it. Come to this place and take a look. I'm pointing out all the important stuff that you need and an example on how does my CV looks right now. Of course, not with my important information, but just to point out that this is how it looks like. Before it used to be looking pretty bad, and if it helps you to think about from where to start, then I will say go for this. This is a good starting point. If you want to tailor yourself a little bit different, go for it by any means. And also, if you're interested in me telling you where and how I did the CB, you're gonna be impressed. Yeah, let me know in the comments that I can cover that on a new video. And let me tell you, just for tickling a little bit your curiosity, I made this on a website that is public, and you don't need to waste any money. Now, let's go for the cover letter. In here, I cover how to make a good, proper cover letter as a template. You just need to replace all these bold or these blank spaces, and I almost leave you a guide on how to do it properly at the time with some examples in some sections. So I highly recommend for you to take a look on this, and I'm just gonna read this through briefly. So in the introduction, you're speaking to a hiring manager. I recommend you to address it, if you know the name, to address to the person, and also to introduce yourself. You're an artist, you're a doctor, whoever you are that you're using this cover letter, go for it. But this is mostly tailored for artists, so have in mind that this is a cover letter for the entertainment industries. Next, it's experience talk. On the experience talk, you need to point out how it was the situation, or if you have something interesting on your jobs. Remember that if you have some jobs that you don't feel like it was the best job, you need to mention that you were taking part of that, or if it's not relevant to a role, don't even include it. It doesn't count. Let's say that before you're a 3D artist or a 2D artist, you were making burgers or McDonald's or some of these places. So take away that part. Trust me, it's gonna help your CV looking clean or more focused in what you're applying for. And these last two parts, the at the moment and hobbies and free time, it's kind of nice to include into your cover letter. Recruiter is gonna take the time to read all of this. Trust me, they really want to know you, so include these parts. They will know where you're standing, what are you going for, and what are your values as a person. And of course, a nice ending. You need to give a nice positive feedback on that. Try to keep away your negative or your red flags, if we can label like that. Yes, we all have red flags. For example, my red flag is that I'm a bad rigger artist, but I don't include that, so I just try to skip that. If I have some role related to animation of all of that I'm 100% non-capable of doing, I just try to skip that on my CVs and my applications. And yep, that's pretty much it. And well, I hope that you take this resource. For me, I really wish when I was starting out looking out for jobs, someone just came and tell me, hey, cover this, and that. I got a class that they were telling us how to and guide us a little bit on how you should do it, but I think this is a way, and this is how I'm gonna be applying on the next couple of months. We will see how it goes, but I'm highly confident that this is a way, you know. If you know the meme, you know the meme. Alright, see you on the next one.